All right, folks, won't keep you waiting any longer than we have to. Really appreciate you coming out on you're probably blowing yourself through the front door there, I imagine. It's certainly a bit blustery. We hit the flag in the end and ended up blowing over, but no problem at all. Hopefully we blow you away with all of our wonderful properties today. Dad joke number one, keep count if you like there. Jordan Sivright's my name, purely here to guide you on your journey to buying or selling. No matter who you are or where you come from, we wish you all the very best in your endeavours today. I've got a wonderful team assisting me to assist you. You'll see Robin up the front of the room controlling all the technology. The other names and faces on the screen, Craig, Mark and Josh, all managers within our company and what I like to refer to as my elite team of negotiators. They'll step in if we need a little bit of help. Perhaps I get some bidding from you on the floor that's at a level where I can't quite sell the property to you, but I can entertain a conversation. Well, rather than me hold you up for the rest of the afternoon, look, I'll stay in here. We'll continue with our auctions and I'll let one of these wonderful people have that conversation with you if you do find yourself in that lead position at the time. That'll become nice and clear as we proceed throughout the afternoon, but remind you, of course, bidding and buying at auction is always done on a cash, unconditional basis, and by bidding today, you also acknowledge a few things. Firstly, you've received the REA's buying and selling guide, obliged to give it to you, but equally we do it because we know there's some helpful tips and tricks in that booklet as well, and there's plenty more copies out in the foyer for you. You also acknowledge that you've completed your homework and done all your due diligence, enabling you to be able to bid today, and you equally agree to the terms dictated in the conditions of sale. Now that's the most important document that we work to here in our auction room, and that becomes the binding agreement when we get signatures on it, when we've got ourselves a new purchaser for our properties. Now right down the very front page of that documentation is the conduct of auction, or as I like to call it, the rules, the terms of engagement here in the auction room. Don't be scared by them. They're simply here to make the process a little bit more transparent and easy to get through for you. I'll suggest numbers or increments as we proceed throughout the afternoon. I am happy to take your numbers on board, but understand if I do push back, it's nothing personal, just always working in my sellers and my property's best interest for you there. All of our properties today, they are subject to a reserve price. That's confidential, set by my sellers, but once we reach or breach that reserve price, well, I am permitted to sell it away to the highest bidder today. I do have some registrations of interest working on the telephone, so as we get to each property, I'll alert you to that, but if I don't mention it, you can be confident that the competition does sit here within these four walls. Vendor bidding, you've probably heard the term. I'll clarify it just so you're all on the same page with me here. Only person authorised to place vendor bids today is myself on behalf of my sellers. And if I do place vendor bids, let's make a pact right here, right now. I'll only call them vendor bids, okay? There won't be any other crazy terms. I'll call them a vendor bid. And vendor bids are only ever placed at a level well below that confidential reserve price that all of our properties are subject to. They're used as a tool, essentially, just to guide you in the right direction to get to a point where we can at least entertain a conversation with you. Essentially, it's my sellers saying they're happy to remain the owners at that level. So if you'd like to buy the property, well, you'll just need to bid again and put yourself back in the lead there. Okay, nice and simple. Now, should you be one of our successful purchasers today, you do inherit a couple of obligations immediately on the fall of the hammer. Firstly, you'll need to sign the contract formalising the deal, and that's a two-part process because there's a payment of the deposit due as well. We ask 1/10 of the purchase price payable on the fall of the hammer, and the balance is all payable on or before settlement date for your respective property. Okay, I've raced through it, but I saw lots of head nodding, which is good. Either that or you've got the headphones in and you're listening to your favourite tunes as you psych yourselves up, ready to rock and roll. Either way, if there's any questions, now's the time to let me know. It gets expensive putting your hand up shortly. All right, good. Okay, we'll move on to our first offering for you today. It is number 13A Dixon Road. Rebecca Plain's been marketing this one alongside Jan Booth. They're working out of our EVES Mount Maunganui office, doing a wonderful job as they always do here, and you'll know this one. It's only a couple of doors from the sand. It brings the coast right into your everyday life. It's a freehold estate, 447 square metres more or less. And the record of title number, that's 962138. 10 working days from the date of sale is your settlement date, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon, so certainly not too long to wait, and your chattels list remains unchanged from the documentation you were furnished with, otherwise all as given to you. We're taking a look at 13A, there it goes on the screen for you, the morning swims, the surf checks, the fish and chips on the beach, well, they're not just for holidays here, they are part of that weekly routine. Now this one, it was built in 2021, it's modern, it's solid, low maintenance, and you've got that lovely open plan hub. That flows out to that sunny outdoor spot for you, friends. They're going to come around, you'll gather out there, room for the kids to play as well, and those summer evenings can really just roll on without effort. Of course, you've got the 3-bedroom, the 2-bathroom, the double garage. That means space, that means storage, that means comfort, all taken care of for you. It's families, investors, holiday makers. No doubt you've seen this one, you love it. It's Papamoa living, simple, stress-free, right where you want to be. 13A Dixon Road. Buyers, I put it in your hands now. Who goes first? Opening bid, opening offer, who goes there? 870. Welcome in and good luck to you here, sir, at 870,000. What do we say to that then, buyers? Perhaps a 20,000 rise from here. But at 870, I welcome you in. Give you that opportunity, but with my starter at 900. Welcome in at 900, squares it up, calls it 900. At 900, I come back. Do we try a 20 or match the 30? But in the back row at 900 it is. Once called then at 900 with my second bidder here. Twice and 20. Welcome into your buyer there, Nick, at 920. And 5 at 925. Perhaps make it 30. I'd prefer a 10 at this increment at this stage. At 20, I've got it here. 30 be the next rung on the ladder. 30 here, got you, and welcome back to the lead at 930 and 40 if you like. On the nod we go at 40 it is at 940, and 50 could be yours or yours. And 50 back here at 950 and 60 straight back. 60 in the back row there against you here and here, and at 960 up the back now. Once called. Twice, and 70, 80 straight back. At 980 in the back row, 90, and do we work with your 5 now at 995 then, but the million's wide open. And 1, it's here. 5s didn't work, perhaps we go back to the 10s. Just a suggestion for you, but at a million it's here. And a 1,010,000, good move, strong move. At 10 and 20 now, not a 20 on top, just rounding it to the 20. I check in politely with you, but I got you here. At 10 and 20 and 25 now, at 1,025,000. How about this side? Welcome back at any stage, but I got you at 25 in the back row. At 10 and 25, first call. Twice. Third chance. At 1,025,000, are we sure? Are we done? Are we finished? Just going to pause. We'll grab some instructions there at 1,025,000. Craig got the buyer in the back row there. And we'll come back to that one. I'll bring you an update in just a moment, buyers. Okay, next on the list for you, and again, folks, I'll bring you an update on that previous one there as soon as I've got it for you. Just getting some instructions there, but at 159A Ocean View Road, we turn our attention now. And on the screen she goes, you see that location, you love that location, and Pat and Yolandi King have been lucky enough to market this one, a great property for you. It is a freehold estate, 375 square metres more or less. Unique identifier is SA54C folio 321. The settlement date down is 10 working days, so again, not too long to wait for that one there. You'll see under the further terms of sale, purchaser acknowledging they've been made aware that the wall between the kitchen and the dining room, that's been altered as shown on the floor plan attached to that limb there. You accept the property and happy to proceed having done your homework there. Consent notice that accompanies the agreement. We'll sign all of that when you're our lucky new home owner of this absolute Mount Magic classic. It's a home that's gathered stories over time, but it now invites you to write your own. Move in, well, we say today, but 10 working days, of course, but it could be yours very soon. Gives you lots of scope inside to shape it for tomorrow, and again, write the stories that your family will tell moving forward. You've got nice light-filled spaces, the timber touches, the modernised kitchen. That brings everyday comfort to life. You've got the deck, you've got the patio there, and they're going to turn those afternoons into that slow, sun-soaked relaxation afternoon that you'll become accustomed to. The avocado tree, that stands guard out the front there as well for you there, and it hits maybe that poolside potential. You've got the 3 bedrooms, got that versatile downstairs area as well, gives you space for family, friends, surfboards and the bikes, all the toys that we love, and you know how tightly held this neighbourhood here is. Walking distance, you've got that Tay Street Cafe, the long black or the fluffy on tap for you if you like there. True lifestyle investment rolled into a great little package here at 159A Ocean View Road. do have registrations of interest on the phone. So up to you here in the room or on the phone, but I welcome in that opening bid, opening offer now. Here's the chance. 1.1. Okay, welcome in and good luck to you here at 1-1. At 1-1, the bid opens it up. Look for perhaps a 50 from here, but at 1-1, I'll welcome you in and wish you all the very best. Call it away to you then at 1-1 and 1-2. Good. Like the way we've done it there, and straight to the 1-2 we go. Back to you if you like. Do we call it 1-250 perhaps? 250 we are here at 1-2 and 50 now. And perhaps 1-3 be the next move. But at 1-2 and 5-0, I've got it here. And I call it away in your favour. Once now. And 3, back in you come at 1-3 here. I'll give you that opportunity to put yourself back in front here, but it's against you at this stage. It's 1-3 back here. 1-3, 2-5. And 2-5. A little quarter goes on top there at 1-3 and 25. And I'll offer you that same courtesy of another 25 if you like. 25 we go at 1-3 and 50 now. And at 1-3-5-0. How about the rest of the room? Your opportunity still here, but at 1-3-5-0, second to back row. Do we call it 75 for you? 360. Shortens the stride a little bit. I work with you. I take the 10 then. It puts you back in front. But again, we might start that 10 race. It's up to you back here to decide. Do we want to stay in that number or something stronger? At 1-360, it's up the front. And 70 now. And at 1-3 and 70, 80. 80 we go, back up the front. You know you're buying good property when there's 2 bidding to buy. At 1-3 and 80, it's up the front. First call then. And 90, back there at 1-3 and 90, and we leave the door open for 1-4, it could be yours there. But at 1-3, 90, it's here. Still quiet this side, and you're welcome in at any stage, but at 1-3 and 90. We call it 1-4 for you. Once then at 1-3 and 90 and 1-4 back in front. Good place to be. At 1,004,000 then it's here. And 10 at 1-4 and 1-0. Great property, great potential, great location. But I'll call it away then. Once at 20 now, at 1-4 and 20 here. At 1,004,020 and 30, straight back then at 1-4 and 30. At 1,004,030, and breaking news, folks, change ownership today at this level at 1-4 and 30. I've got it in the second to back row. And 40 now. At 1-4-4-0-0-0. First time then, as I pan and I scan. And 50 here at 1-4 and 50. Do we make it 60 for you? First time then, at 1,450,000. 5-5. Work with the 5 absolutely. Take your 5 there. And at 1-4 and 55, and we match it, do we? I take that as a yes at 1-4 and 60 then. You're calling the shots, but he's matching you. Shot for shot at this stage. Perhaps something big, bold, strong could be the way to go. But at 1-4-60, it is against us up the front here. It's with us up the back. First time and twice. 70. Good move. Good move. Tip my hat if I was wearing one there at 1-4 and 70. Do we try again? Go another? Do we call it 80 for you? Just the 5 at 75. At 1-4 and 75 then. Don't try pick the pattern, folks. I can't, but that's okay. Don't have favourites in the auction room. Always talk to the highest bidder. But remember, folks, we change ownership today. First time then at 1,475. 80, is it? Yep, 80 got you here at 1,480. Back up the front at 1,480. Lifestyle changes. That's what we're bidding for today. First time got you another 5 then. Okay, at 1,485. At 1,485,000. Up the back, there it is. Call it away to you. First time. Twice. 5 more. Got you here at 90. Quiet from the phones. It's a 2-horse race. But who could call it? Neck and neck at this stage. At 1,490. Another 5 at 9.5. And we've left the door wide open for that 1.5. But at 1,495. Could be the best 5 we ever spent. First time. Second. And 1.5. Squares it up. Nicely done at 1.5. Good place to be. At 1,000,005, it's up the front here. And I'll give you just as much time to make those decisions. Speaks volumes when you've got to fight for it. But there it is at 1,505. Like we say, tightly held. You don't get a chance every day to get into a location like this. And at 1,505 leads the way up the back, but it could be yours again. We just got to go again. Do we call it 10? Choice entirely yours. But at 1,505, first time called down the back. Second chance. Third time now at 1,505. Absolutely sure, got your best. We throw another 5 at it, even a 2, even a single if you like. Another 1 could be all it takes. Absolutely sure, done, finished. Got your very best, appreciated all the very same. Final chance then, hammer goes up and I sell it away. Going, sold down the back there. Commiserations to my underbidders, but do appreciate your bidding. Good luck on your journey to my new owner. Congratulations, you're going to love the home. Okay, back to 13A Dixon Road. Got my lead bid up the back there at 1,025,000 and great news. Play for keeps today at 1,025,000. It's on the market and out the door she goes to the highest bidder today at 1,025,000. Hold it down the back. Welcome an increase from here, but the time's come to make your decisions. And I call it away. First time then at 1,025,000 and 30 at 1,035,000. Just the single then at 131. But at 1,031,000. First chance, twice, absolutely sure, done, finished. We can go another one if you like, even a 500. But I call it twice. Third chance at 1,031,000. Done, finished, out, nothing further. Going, sold. Congratulations to my new home owner up the back there. And of course to my sellers on that one. Back with you in just a moment, folks. All right, well, we'll continue forward. Our next offering for you today, it is number 9, Sterling Gate Drive. Barbara Sternberg and David Bloomhart marketing this one out of our EVES Bethlehem office. They've proudly had the opportunity to showcase this one to you, and what an opportunity it is. Standing there, proudly perched on that Bethlehem ridgeline, you capture those views right across towards the harbour, the mount, the backdrop you certainly won't tire of. A freehold estate at 697 square metres, more or less. The record of title number is 61B, folio 155 in that South Auckland Land Registry office. Good list of chattels. You'll see the security system is as is. There's no vendor warranties on that security system, but all included for you, and only 20 working days to allow you to get all your affairs in order, book the moving truck, call the favours from the friends, the family, whoever owes you one there. That's your settlement, your move-in date. Further terms of sale page there, clause 9.31 of the general terms and conditions. That's varied. The vendor has not been in occupation of the property, simply don't warrant the chattels, etc. You purchase buying the property solely in reliance on your own judgment there. Much as standard when our sellers don't live in the property themselves. Okay, taking a look at number 9 here, it's solidly built and generously proportioned. If you've had the chance to see it, you'll have noticed really what an opportunity it is. A home designed for comfort, but truly ease of living as well. The living, that's arranged nicely, largely on the one level there, the formal, the casual spaces, and they flow nicely between each other and straight out to that nice north-facing terrace for you. You've got the 3 bedrooms, the large office, that gives you flexibility for the families, a good opportunity to work from home if that allows, oversized garaging as well, the storage below, that handles all those extras that we often sort of stockpile for no particular reason. Well, no problem, room for it all here. You got the schools, you got the transport options nearby, and you know how close the CBD is, nice and easy at hand here. A good Bethlehem address for you, lifestyle, location, livability, all in equal measure. And number 9, Sterling Gate Drive, buyers in your hands. Opening bid, opening offer, who goes there? I've given you a great demonstration of how to bid, but it's your turn now. I'll call it away. I'll give you 3 chances to get in. Otherwise, we'll talk to the conditional buyers as well. But here's the chance. If you're in that cash position, this is your 10-minute head start. Call it away for an opening bid. Once. Got you here. What do we call it, sir? 900,000. Okay, a little bit lighter than where I would have started it, but I'll work with you there at 900. I suggest we square it up, call it $1 million next move though. But at 900, wish you all the very best here. At 900, call it away to you then once, twice, and 3rd chance. No problem. Happy to go there on the vendor bid at $1 million now. And we'll ask you to improve from there. Perhaps make it at $1,050,000. 1,001,000. I'd prefer 1,100,000. If we could do that, that would be wonderful. We could have a conversation at that level, but at 101, I simply have to politely decline, just too south of my instructions. Can I get you to 1,050,000 at all? Almost, really close, and I do appreciate the effort we're having here, but I'd love to see you at 1,050,000. At 1,050,000, we'll have a 1,050,000. Got you here. We'll have a conversation if I see nothing further. Still south of instructions, but see if we can help you out. The room, it's your opportunity here to improve on that. Otherwise, we'll have that conversation all the same. Once, twice, 3rd chance. No problem. Okay, we will pause. We'll have that conversation there, Mark. Again, south of the instructions, so a bit of work to do, but good luck to you, sir. We'll ask you to improve that position, though. We'll come back to you shortly on that one. All right, we'll continue moving on through them here. At number 33, Cumberland Crescent, Gary Lee has been lucky enough to market this one, and you've all been lucky enough to meet Gary at the open homes and the viewings. Lucky enough. Are we exaggerating, Gary? No, of course we're not. Of course we're not. And certainly we're not talking about how lucky you are to get to be the owner here in just a few moments. First, though, we better square away the paperwork. Freehold estate, 665 square metres, more or less. The record of title number is SA 19A folio 38. Again, good list of chattels. You'll see the playhouse there as is. You might have to fight Gary off for that one, but no vendor warranties, but all included for you there. 15 working days as well, so again, not too long to wait, and it could be yours. Further terms of sale, I'll summarise it for you because you have been provided the paperwork, but purchasers have been provided a copy of that LIM report dated the 25th of August. Noted that detached single garage was erected prior to July of 94 by a previous owner of the property without the benefit of that building permit or consent there. You purchase on the basis here, and the warranties in clause 9 do not apply to that detached garage. And purchaser has been advised the cladding on the home may contain a mixture of claddings there for you, but very well maintained, they assure us. So you've done your homework. Once again, buyers, if this is important to you, can't stress enough. Really important that you're happy to proceed on that basis, having done your homework with all the boxes ticked. Okay, no other changes to our documentation, so to the property we go. And up there she goes, really nice, a classic, generous section, offers you that charm, offers you that practicality, and certainly a home that feels lived in but feels loved. And that's what's really important, because it means it's ready to be loved again by our next owners, and you'll certainly find that here. Open plan living, that spills out once you've finished entertaining inside. Well, it carries straight on out to that sun-drenched deck, that private backyard that awaits you as well, all framed. You've got the fruit trees out there, the bird song as well. The kids, they're going to love that playhouse, the pets, room to roam, and that log burner inside. That means if you can't get outside, you're straight inside, nice and comfortable all year round. The 3 bedrooms, you get that long garage, the workshop space as well there for you. Really plenty of parking as well to keep life nice and simple. You've got good schooling nearby, the reserves, the parks, it's all there on offer for you. A home built for connection, and we're just looking to connect our new owners with it. It's number 33 Cumberland Crescent. Do have interest on the phone, Gary, but up to the room or on the phone to start us away. Opening bid, opening offer. Who goes first? I can suggest a figure if that's what you're waiting for, folks, but certainly be more than happy to hear from you in the first instance. 620. Welcome in and good luck to you here at 620,000 then. Got you in the room at 620. Wish you all the best, and I call it to the rest of the room. At 620, it's this way now. Perhaps we go another 20, keep it in the 20s. But at 620, it's here. First time. Twice. Third chance. And 40. Welcome in on the phone there at 640. Against us here, but we can call it 60 and it's back in your name. But 40, it's this way. 640 on the phone. If you're watching online, nice to have you here. Welcome on in. At 40 here, do we call it 60? First time then on the phone. Twice. Third chance as I chase down that 20. Do need a 20 at this stage. Need you to be there. I'll give you a chance to have that conversation, but I need it at 660. Got you here at 60. Appreciate you working with me, and back in front we go at 660. We chase another 20 down, but at 660 it's here. Music to the ears, you might suggest. But at 660 and 80 be your turn on the phone. First time. Second opportunity. Prefer 80 at this stage. That's once, that's twice. Got you here at 80. 680 now. At 80 it's this way, which means we throw the dice back here and see what they come up with. 700 be the suggestion. 10. I'll work with the 10 with you then at 690, but we've got to offer the same courtesy back now. At 690 it's this way, so 700 be your opportunity, or we stay in the 20s. Give you that chance. But at 690 this way. That would be my suggestion if you're listening to the two-way commentary, folks. But at 690 here, and 7. All right, we start the 10. Does that mean we're obliged to carry them on? I'm not sure. I'll let you decide, but 700 against you here got you on the phone. I'll give you plenty of opportunity, and certainly working with the phone bidder, folks, does take just that little bit longer to get the message across the phone lines. We're going to bounce it across about 6 or 7 towers. By the time they get it, the story's changed. 10 here at 710, and welcome back. Against you here. Great opportunity here in Welcome Bay. At 710, it's this way. First time. Twice. 20 now. 20 here, no problem at all. I'll give you just as much time to make those decisions, folks, but at 7:20, it's this way here. Good buying room for the family. A 5 at 7:25, at 7 a small quarter. Down to the 5s here, and at 7:25, it's this way. Got those beautiful exposed beams, you see them behind me there. Sunny as anything, this one. At 25, do we call it 30? First time then, once in your favour. Twice. 30, 5 back. No problem. 730, it's this way. It's against us here. First time on the phone. Twice, another 5. Yeah, got you here at 7:35. Don't give away the strategy though. Just advice here. At 7:35, do lead the way. There we go. He's taking me out of a job. But at 7:35, it's this way. And I call it once in your favour. Twice. Third chance. And I'll need some instructions, otherwise we'll pause, we talk to the buyers this side. And 40 back. Okay, 740 here. Can we try 50? Often they set their limits at nice round numbers. That could be their limit. 50. Just a single. No problem. Work with you here at 741 then. Happy to talk to the highest buyer at this level. And at 741. Wouldn't step over it in the street, won't do it in the auction room either. Certainly not selective. But at 741 now. I'd suggest we stay in the 5s. But at 41 it's here. Watching online, are they?
I keep hearing you in the background.
Change the channel, be my suggestion. A bit late for the midday news, but 41 once, 45. 45. So the singles didn't work, but that's okay. We've got time to try again. 45 here. You let me know if you change your mind any time before I get to that final call. First time then on the phone. Twice. Third chance at 7:45. And final chance. Just going to pause there at 7:45. We'll talk. We've got the lead buyer on the phone here. Gary will get some instructions from our sellers. We'll have a conversation with that lead bidder as well. We'll come back to the room in just a moment for you there, folks. Okay, I'll bring you an update as soon as I've got one. We're just having a couple of conversations there. If we move on to number 32, Matua Road. In Matua, of course, Helen Bladen has been proudly marketing this one, and what an opportunity for you. Set down that nice quiet driveway. We know how good that Matua location is. You're going to discover a home. Well, it truly does feel like its very own retreat. You've got over 1,000 square metres on offer for you. Landscaped grounds, they frame the character residence that's awaiting you here. And it's been beautifully modernised as well. So really, everything you could want and more. It is a freehold estate as well, which we love. The best form of land ownership offered to you here in New Zealand. It is 1,111 square metres more or less. So those of you who like the ones, this one could be the one for you. Record of title, it's SA 17C, folio 969. 26th of November is our settlement date, so great news in a month before Christmas for you there. You could be hosting Christmas at this one. A little bit of flexibility on that settlement as well, I understand. Okay, taking a look at it again, you've got that character on offer, and again we talk about it being beautifully modernised. You'll see inside that beautiful designer kitchen that connects you seamlessly to the dining space. You've got the lounge, and then just keep rolling straight on out. Straight out to that lawn creates that perfect setting for the family gatherings or those summer celebrations. I suggested Christmas. It might be Christmas at your place every year once you're in here. You've got the 4 bedrooms, you've got the office, you've got the multiple living spaces, and of course you've got 3 bathrooms here. So there's not going to be any queuing, any rushing or panicking. No worries. Everyone's got space to spread out and use it to their own. The layout, it adapts to every stage of life as well. You've got heating, you've got cooling. That's going to keep you nice and comfortable no matter the month. Outdoors, where we talk about that pool on offer, there it is, the heated pool, the sprawling lawn just out of shot as well, and you've got nice established trees. Really give you that sense of home to return to. One of the most sought after suburbs here in Tauranga. It is number 32 Matua Road in Matua. Buyers, here's that chance. Change your life today. Opening offer. I'll call it 3 times. I'll give you plenty of opportunity to come in, but it's the cash buyers we talk to in that first instance. Once, second call, third chance. No problem. Helen, look, no cash forthcoming on this one, but an exceptional property. Truly is something remarkable. It is still available to those conditional buyers out there as well now, so wish you and, of course, our sellers all the very best of luck here. A great property. If you are interested, make sure you get hold of Helen. Helen works out of our EVES Cherrywood office. She'll be only too happy to help you out. All the best, Helen. Okay, folks, go back now to number 9, Stirling Gate Drive. No improvement at this level at $1,050,000. So if we see nothing further, have to place the vendor bid there at $1,100,000. At 1-1, a vendor bid, nice and clearly. You'll need to be north of this. If you're here and you're north of that, love to hear from you, but I'll call it away to you. Once, twice, third chance. No problem at all. Look, Barbara, David, we're going to close the auction there. They will need to be north of 1.1, but how far north, you'll be able to guide them on that there. And well, good news for the conditional buyers. It's still available for them. I know you're working with a few there, so all the very best to our seller, and we wish a speedy sale. Good luck. No problem. All right, folks, appreciate your patience. Go back now, number 33, Cumberland Crescent. We've had an increase from our lead bidder to $748,000. Just confirm that for me on the phone. Yep. 748, my seller's instructions on the market at that level. At 748, changing ownership today. And 1 at 49. Got you here, back in. At 749. Up the back there. So at 749 against us on the phone. We've moved positions in the room and in fact in the race for the keys. Back to the lead. At once, 749. Twice at 749,000. If 50's there, you need to let me know. 500 at 749 and 5. Do we square it up, call it 750, or perhaps try and blow them out of the water? 1 and done. 50, got you here. 750, absolutely loud and clear for you if you're watching online. 2 bidding to buy. And she's on the market. The now selling flashes behind us. But it's 750 up the back. One time now. Predicting it, but twice it came. There it is. If there's one thing I am, it's predictable. Always count the 3 times. 751. And 5-1 puts it. And 5-2, straight back, snaps back faster than an expensive tape measure at 752. First time then at 52. Another single, even a 500 if it's there, but at 752, calling it now once and twice. Third chance, 752 and 5. And 3. No problem. Appreciate the pace at 753. The 5's the ones, that's the pattern at the moment, but it doesn't have to be. It's 753 up the back. Tahi, Rua, Toru. Final chance at 753. It's going, it's 54, got you here. 55, straight back. 755. Yeah, and mine too, Craig, but it's good. The doctor's nearby. We keep them on call for situations just like this. At 55, it's here at 755. Certainly won't leave it that long again. At 55 and the 7, once, twice at 755. Third chance, and you need to tell me now. Absolutely done, finished, final chance at 755, going, sold. Congratulations, well purchased, well done, well bid. Commiserations to my phone bidder here, and of course to my sellers. Thanks for working with us. Our next session starts bang on 2 o'clock, so about another 8 minutes to wait, folks. All right, folks, thanks for your patience. Do appreciate you all coming out, and welcome to our 2 o'clock session. Just the one property offered to you over the next, well, as long as it takes, really. Jordan Siverite's my name, nice and simply here to facilitate proceedings this afternoon, and you'll have Robin up the front controlling all the technology, making sure that everything looks just as good here on the screen and equally over the live stream if you're watching along. Nice to have you here as well. Nice and simply, you've done your homework by bidding today, and the homework we talk about, well, that means that you've received one of these, the REA's Buying and Selling Guides. We've provided that to you throughout your open home and your viewing journeys. Equally, you've completed the homework or the due diligence required to enable you to place bids today, and you agree to the terms dictated in the conditions of sale. One of those terms being that you bid on a cash unconditional basis here in the auction room. Now, on the very front page of the documentation, right down the very bottom, it's that conduct of auction, meaning our property today is subject to a reserve price, subject to reaching or breaching that price, and permitted to sell it away to the highest bidder. I'll suggest numbers or increments along the way in which we proceed. I'm happy to take your numbers on board, but understand if I push back, it's nothing personal, always just working in my seller's best interest today. Phone registrations, Joseph, Pat, don't believe we've got anyone on the phone today. No, so there we are, competition here in the room. And should you be one of our lucky purchasers, you will be required to sign the contract afterwards. That formalises everything, and there's a payment of the deposit due, which is 10%, unless you've got any variations signed. Lastly, vendor bidding is the seller's way of saying to you, the buyers, thank you, but no thank you at this level. Happy to remain the owners. I'm the only person authorised to place vendor bids today, and if I do so, we'll call them a vendor bid. And again, always at a level well south of that reserve price that I'm actually permitted to sell the property to you for. So again, if you hear me place it, it just means we've got to go again, put yourself back in the lead. A good place to be. If your bidding does fall shy of my instructions, but at a level where we can entertain that conversation, no problem, we'll do so, but time shall tell if we get to that point there. If there's any questions along the way, prefer you ask them now rather than popping your hand up later. It gets a little bit confusing when hands go up during the bidding. I'll take them as a bid, but I haven't accidentally taken a bid from someone who didn't intend to place it at any stage prior to now. So if there's any questions, no, good, wonderful. Okay, well, let's move on to our first property. I won't keep you waiting any longer than we have to. It is number 105B Ranch Road in Mount Maunganui. You know how great that location is. And then, speaking of great, we've got Pat King and Joseph Goddard standing up the front here, and they've been marketing a great property, which is very lucky of them and very lucky of you if you find yourself the fortunate new owner here. High on demand here in Ranch Road. It's a home that delivers that very essence of that mount, that Omanu living for you, the sun, the sea breeze, and you've got the beach just moments away as well. A freehold estate as well, which we love, good 407 square metres of that fee simple terra firma. The unique identifier is 1234284. You've started to think I was just going off script there with the 1234. But 10 working days is your settlement date, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon. So we certainly don't have to wait too long before we get to enjoy this one here. Chattels list remains unchanged, nothing else to bring to attention. No, all is documented to you. Okay, well at 105B at Ranch Road, you certainly see that there. You're wrapped in nice lush gardens. Once you get inside, it's nice and private, it's serene. It's a holiday that never ends here at 105B. You've got that open plan hub, light-filled and welcoming, and that spills out onto that deck, the lawn where the family barbecues and the summer evenings truly come to life. You've got the 3 double bedrooms. You've got that stylish modern kitchen that we see on the screen there. Effortless routines, that daily life nice and simple for you, and you've got some internal garaging, which makes the daily grind a little bit more practical. Omanu School across the road. You've got that Surf Road Cafe. Chuck the Avo on toast on for me, please. That's just around the corner. The Golden Sands nearby. Mount Living at its absolute best, and it certainly is effortless here at 105B Ranch Road. Buyers, in your hands now. Opening bid, opening offer. Who goes there? Looking for a suggestion? I can suggest a figure if you like. 1 point. 1 point. All right, at $1 million. 1.0. Okay. A little lighter than where I would have liked it, but I work with you there at 1 million. Welcome you in at $1 million now. How about it then? We're going to have to make it 1-1 on the next move here, folks. So it's up to you who goes there next. But at $1 million, got it here. First time called, twice chance, third we go. No problem, I'll go the 1-1 there on the vendor bid. Happy to do so, can't sell it at that level. And at 1-1 and 1-2 would be the next move. Welcome you in there at 1-2 if you'll have it. It'll put you in the lead, but that's got to be the minimum next bid. 1-1 on the vendor bid, once again. South of instructions, but I'd love to help you into the lead there. At 1-2, do we make it? Here or here, call it once, call it twice. Third chance, absolutely sure, done. Thought we'd try with just one bid. At $1,100,000 on the vendor bid, folks, anything further to improve from here? Absolutely got your best, done, finished. No problem. Okay, well I'm going to go a vendor bid again then at 1-1 and 50. Again, south of instructions here at 1-1 and 50. Once, twice, third chance, but I'd love you to change your mind here, folks, if you could. Big conversations. Got you here, 1-2. Oh, I got the 1-1-50. I need you at 1-2. No, I need it 1-2. I need it at 1-2. Can't go 1-2. Okay, I'm going to vendor bid at 1-2 then. Certainly, property of this calibre certainly worth north of 1.2. So I'll offer it to you then, buyers, at 1.2. It is a vendor bid. First chance, twice, and third again. Okay, look, I don't think we'll delay any further there. We'll just close it there on that one. I do appreciate your bidding, but you'll need to be north of this number. How far north? Well, Pat, Joe, you'll be able to help them out with a bit of guidance on that, but I am going to close it here at 1.2, and once again, you'll need to be well north of this number. Wish you and our seller all the very best here, gentlemen, and we close the auction formally and wish you the very best of an afternoon. Thanks for coming out.